Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. Today's video is the return of my Q&A series. And many of you are going to be sitting there going, hey Echo, are you crazy? We've only just had Minecraft Pocket Edition 1.2 and you're already focusing on 1.3. Actually, you're crazier because I've had so many suggestions saying, hey Echo, please bring back the Q&A series. Now if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing. This series is where I answer your questions in the community, in the comment section, and on social media about the next updates. And I kind of answer them to the best of my knowledge because I've been playing Minecraft for a very long time. Nothing is true, nothing is confirmed unless the developers post it, tweet it, or tell us, okay? So always keep this information in the back of your mind, but it's not 100% true, it's just my opinions. If you have any more questions that you think I should answer, leave them down below in the comment section. So I've got a handful of questions coming from social media, starting with this one. Real Ben MC says, is the Super Duper pack going to be free and available to all Xbox Ones, including the original one? Okay, the first thing about this question, the Super Duper graphics pack is going to be a shaders pack. It is not going to be free. It is coming to all Xboxes, and I believe it's coming to the Bedrock version as well. So it looks like Windows 10 and Pocket Edition players can enjoy a shaders pack. Now, I believe this is releasing on November 7th, so we are getting closer and closer. Believe it or not, it's only around the corner, and I'm really looking forward to shaders on Xbox, on the Bedrock version. And if you guys haven't seen the trailer from E3, go and check it out on YouTube. The next question is coming from Stark TMA. Do you think they'll reveal plugins during Minecon Earth? I really can't wait. So I want to start off with this question by saying Minecon Earth isn't technically a reveal thing. It's kind of the community coming together, celebrating Minecraft in all different forms. However, Jeb does have a slot during Minecon Earth. He always has in Minecon, where he announces and reveals what's going to be coming to the future of Minecraft. And we've already seen a teaser for Minecon Earth, and it looks like a new boss battle will be introduced. And us being the community gets to decide what will be introduced to the game. In terms of plugins, I'm guessing you mean for Minecraft being the Bedrock version. I know this is in development. After speaking to a couple of developers, they are working on an API. Could it be announced during Minecon Earth? It could be. Will it? Personally, I don't think so. I feel like that's just going to be something privately announced from the developers on social media. But I know you guys are really looking forward to more development for this version of Minecraft because, well, it's a new version technically, and going forward it's going to be very, very promising. The next one says, do you think with 1.3 they will add things like shields and attack cooldown? Now, I don't think this will make it in 1.3. The reason why is because there's a lot more important things that I feel needs to be introduced to Minecraft Bedrock rather than shields and attack cooldown. I still feel we first need the full introduction of dual wielding. Dual wielding only works for a couple of items, being maps, being arrows, the totem and dying, and I think there might be one more. So I feel like 1.3 is definitely going to be introducing more dual wielding, which I'm really looking forward to. I do think shields and attack cooldown is possibly in development, but I know the developers have said to us that the cooldown is a lot more difficult on touch devices compared to the likes of console version. So I know that's going to be a hard task for them. I'd love to see shields though, because we had the introduction of banners, and banners linked with shields are so much fun. So I'd love to see shields introduced to the Bedrock version. Great question. Talha says, Echo, will they ever change the texture of water? Check out the water in console edition, then PE. You'll clearly spot the difference, and the textures are smooth. And the texture's smooth on console. So, alright, there's a lot of discussion about this. I like this texture on this version, I don't like it on this one. People seem to really hate the water and lava textures on the Bedrock version. However, they are there on purpose. Remember, console editions followed the Java version, which is the PC version. This Bedrock version is a version on its own. So the developers have looked at these features and said, I don't want it to be the same as the other version. I want it to be different. The water difference, I love it because if you go to the likes of a swamp biome and you go in the water, it's dark, it's murky, you can't see. In real life swamps, that's exactly how it is. So I don't think the water will change. I do think a little bit more improvement is needed because you can't see anything at all. I would love to see the introduction of a gamma option as well because many of you have noticed that it's really hard to see in Minecraft. Like, you have brightness all the way up and you still can't see at all. I feel that slightly needs to change. But do you guys like the textures? Don't you like the textures? Leave a comment down below. Riley says, any idea when super flats and etc. will be? I don't have any estimation on when these will be introduced, but I know they are also in development. At this current time, it's more of a waiting process. The only way you have super flats, the only way you have amplified for the Bedrock version is if you own an Xbox One and you can transfer from Xbox One over to the Bedrock version. And let me be honest with you, the transformation from console to Bedrock, it's very buggy and broken at the moment. Like, I transferred a couple of my series worlds, like Soldier Adventures being one, and there was nothing in there. I transferred Survival Island worlds, and it wasn't a Survival Island anymore. It was like full terrain, but with a couple of my builds. So at this current point, it's very buggy to transfer worlds from console to Bedrock, and Superflats and Amplified. I know that it works. They did say that they are coming in the future. That is 100% going to be happening. Could be 1.3 actually. That would be a very interesting fact. Great question. Next one is a double one from Raggy and from Rohan saying, do you think we will get console UI for survival and creative? Do you think we'll get the console UI can make it to 1.3 much better than Pocket Edition and UI? So a massive discussion about this. There's likes and dislikes. Like, everybody seems to love the console edition UI, like the crafting, the creative way of going through the menus. The new version that they introduced in 1.2, it's very difficult. And I also want to ask you guys this question. So for the people who used automatic crafting on Pocket Edition, do you like the new way it is, or do you find it very difficult? Because when I checked it out, I thought it was really confusing. I thought there was so much going on, I literally had no idea what's going on. So I've always talked about the UI of the Bedrock version, and it is continuously going to be changing. I've said this about the menus as well. They will continue to change this until it's perfect. It took years and years for the console edition. Put it this way, guys. Minecraft console edition started in 2012, May 2012, being 360 edition. It took until like last year for them to make the UI absolutely flawless and perfect. So that is a lot of trial and error, and over the years, this will continue to change, so you've got to be patient with that one. Lukey Blue says, will the Bedrock Edition ever get a tutorial world like console editions? And I have to say, no. Sadly, this isn't going to happen. Unless you transfer them over from the console edition to the Bedrock, they're not going to get dedicated tutorial worlds on Pocket Edition. There's no need for them. We do have, however, a tutorial menu. So when you're crafting, you'll see a question mark on the top right. If you click on that question mark, it will tell you everything you need to know about hunger, moving, etc. Notch talked about this not long ago. He feels like games really don't need to have tutorials. The way you learn the game is by playing it. The more you play, the more you learn. So I don't think Pocket Edition needs tutorial worlds unless Mojang and Microsoft go, hey 4J, please come and make us some tutorials. I don't think it's going to happen. The next one says, are mobs getting retextured too? Question mark 1.13, 1.3. So 1.13 Java edition, PC version. Guys, the world of Minecraft as you know it is going to change. The default textures are completely changing. Now, according to the tweets on social media, 1.13 is not ready yet. However, 1.3 hasn't even been talked about apart from me because I'm the crazy one. So it's possible that we could see it in 1.3. Are mobs getting retextured? Yes, they did say everything's getting retextured. Blocks, items, everything, including the mobs as well. Some of the mobs over the time, though, have been retextured. So I don't think that you'll notice too much of a change. I don't want to see, like, the Wither boss with, like, extra eyes or something like that, you know what I mean? So we'll have to wait and see about that one. Rifle says, do you think PE will hold back the other Bedrock versions in the future, given it's the least powerful of all the platforms? Now, I'm going to agree and disagree with you. The Bedrock PE version being like the mobile devices and tablets, some of the devices are kind of holding back some of the platforms, and that is only older devices being like the iPhone, let's say iPhone 3, 4, maybe the 5. Now, technology going forward is absolutely fantastic. So what I think will happen is the developers will stop developing for specific devices, being like iPhone 4, iPhone 5, and they'll only develop for the high-end devices, because this is where 360 held back Xbox One, because they didn't want to give Xbox One users specific features that 360 version couldn't have. And then they kind of changed their mind. So they gave Xbox One and PlayStation 4 players the likes of amplified worlds, We had bigger worlds and stuff like that. So I don't think PE will hold back the Bedrock version. I think the developers will see that they can't develop for this version anymore. Specific devices, older Samsungs, older iPhones. But I do like that question, because that's always a massive thing in the community. Will this device hold back the future development? So I love that question. Thank you very much. The next one says, will coordinates be a cheat ever change? This has to be the biggest debate in the community at this moment. If you don't know what's going on, the only way to get coordinates for the Bedrock version is if you enable cheats. Now, for the history of Minecraft, coordinates have never been considered a cheat in Minecraft. And this is something that really bothers me. Why are the developers deciding that now coordinates are a cheat? Now, coordinates are on permanently on the Bedrock version. You have them on all the time if you activate cheats. We didn't want this. The console edition players didn't want this to be on all the time. The console edition players wanted it to be like the console version. So they wanted coordinates to be on maps. And I do think this will change. It has to change. It's so frustrating that they consider coordinates a cheat, because I don't consider it a cheat. For example, I use coordinates for locating friends. Maybe I'll use it for diamond level, but maybe most of the time I'll use it for not losing my house. Now that we have infinite worlds on console edition, the Bedrock version, we're going to lose houses, we're going to lose friends, and nobody wants to do that. So, big debate. What do you guys think? Do you think coordinates is a cheat? Do you not think it's a cheat? Let me know in the comment section. The next one, the second to last question from Ace Attacker. What are the servers do you think they will consider adding as a partner or featured server? So this mainly goes for the console version, but console version doesn't have access to other servers. We have 3 servers currently, a 4th one is coming. We have in PvP, we have Lifeboat, and we have Mineplex, soon to be CubeCraft. This is more a question for you guys. What servers would you like to see as a partner server or feature server? I would love to see like a prison server, maybe like a Venge Tech. I would love to see what's the other one? I can't remember. Brazilian one. I've completely forgot it. It's out of my mind right now. But there's some fantastic servers I would love to see as partner and featured servers. Who knows, guys? In the future, maybe ECKOCraft will come to this version. I would love to bring it over. I'm still working things out about that, but we shall see. So, I don't know. That's a question for you guys. What servers do you think deserves to be partnered / featured? The last question in today's video comes for H from HSG, being Hero Plays. What do you think about the future of Minecraft? So I'm guessing he means the future of the Bedrock version. I see it very, very promising. Now, I've explained this to the console community. Sometimes in life, you have to take 1 step back to take 2 or 3 forward. And because this is a brand new version, this has never been done before with the cross-platform play. It's new. There's a lot of work to be done. But I think going forward, this version of Minecraft will be the most popular. It's going to overtake the console editions. It's going to overtake the PC version. Whether people like it or not, this will be the main version of Minecraft now. Because it is. Everybody plays this version. More people play this version compared to the other versions. So I see the future of Minecraft very promising. Hopefully you guys do stick around to see the development of Minecraft. It's come a long way. It's still got a long way to go. So guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this Q&A today. If you haven't, that was a rhyme. If you have any more questions that you'd like me to answer in next week's Q&A, leave them down below. Obviously, ask them about 1.3. Will this be added? Will that be added? Or general questions at all. I've been Echo. Take care. Stay beautiful. Have a great day. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.